David, shepherd, warrior, king. His story is one of triumph, betrayal, and redemption. But how did a simple boy from Bethlehem rise to become Israel's greatest king? Let's dive into the full story of David in the Bible. The shepherd boy, our story begins in Bethlehem, where a young shepherd named David lived. He was the youngest of 8 brothers and spent his days tending sheep. But God had a greater plan. When the prophet Samuel came to anoint the next king of Israel, David's brothers seemed like the obvious choice. But God told Samuel, "Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." 1 Samuel 16 verse 7. And so, David was chosen. David and Goliath. Israel was at war with the Philistines. Their champion, Goliath, a giant over 9 feet tall, challenged Israel's army. No one dared to fight him except David. Armed with only a sling and his faith, David declared, "The Lord will deliver you into my hands." With one stone, he struck Goliath's forehead, and the giant fell. David became a national hero overnight. The rise and fall. King Saul, once a mentor to David, grew jealous of his success. Saul tried to kill him multiple times, forcing David into hiding. But David refused to harm Saul, saying, "I will not raise my hand against the Lord's anointed." 1 Samuel 24 verse 6. After years of exile, David finally became king when Saul died in battle. He united Israel, conquered Jerusalem, and brought the Ark of the Covenant to the city. His reign was powerful, but not without failure. David's greatest sin. David's darkest moment came when he saw Bathsheba, another man's wife. He took her as his own and sent her husband, Uriah, to die in battle. God sent the prophet Nathan to confront David, saying, "You are the man." 2 Samuel 12 verse 7. David repented, writing Psalm 51. "Create in me a clean heart, O God." Though forgiven, his family suffered consequences. His sons rebelled, and his kingdom faced turmoil. David's legacy. Despite his failures, David remained a man after God's own heart. He composed many psalms and prepared the way for his son Solomon to build the temple. And from David's lineage came Jesus, the Messiah, fulfilling God's eternal promise. David's story reminds us that even the greatest leaders are flawed, but God's grace is greater. His faith, victories, and failures all point to the ultimate King, Jesus Christ. If you found this story fascinating, like and subscribe for more Bible history.